Greetings, fellow Americans. Welcome to Fireside Chat, State of Our Nation. I am your host, Susanna Tanner, candidate for Congress 2026 and President 2028. There was a massive storm in Hawaii over the last day or so. There was intense flooding in many areas, and also many areas had to be evacuated. Let's send some thoughts and prayers and keep an eye and ear open for opportunities to help speed up their recovery. As time goes on, we see more of Donald Trump. This time, Trump celebrated Robert Mueller's death on True Social by stating that he is glad that Mueller is dead. He certainly continues to show himself to be less of an empathetic leader and more of a dictator. He has also asked Congress for an additional $200 billion for his war in Iran. He wants our tax dollars for war instead of serving and supporting the people of this nation. Trump is unchecked because his supporters in the legislature and the Supreme Court, the judicial branch, refuse to uphold the Constitution. They lack practicality, reasonability, and responsibility. We can make our voices loud and clear and say we have had enough. Our nation needs stability, and I am proposing changes to make it so. Quite frankly, the current administration is so hung up on power grabs and control that they are blind to reality. The reality is the United States needs us to succeed, we the people. I want our nation to succeed. I hope that you do too. This up and coming Saturday is the nationwide No Kings protest. You can find protests in your area and sign up to join at the link below. Figuring out how to work this stuff. Technology's fun. And I do encourage you to find a protest near you and join. Join the voices. The more voices, the better. Now, I do have something that I would like to bring up regarding some of our issues that we've needed to take care of for a while. One of those is the nuclear waste that we acquire as we are using nuclear power plants to power our nation. Have you ever watched the movie Sahara? I love that movie. It's a great movie. The first time that I saw the scene with the solar energy plant, I thought it was a fabulous idea. Building something like that in the United States would help reduce the amount of nuclear waste that we have to deal with. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg either to build it. It would create jobs here in the US and specialized positions. It would be a step in advancing our nation, a step to advance our nation. I would certainly like to see our nation advance. We could definitely use a better quality of life, I'd have to say, in the United States. Wouldn't you like to see our nation advance? The Secure America Infrastructure and Services Act can create the funding for all of it. This is something to think about. You can view previous podcast episodes regarding the SAISA, the Secure America Infrastructure and Services Act, on this podcast. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to post in the comments. A lot of people do post in the comments. Some people do post in the comments. But I do look, and I want to make sure that if there are any questions, that they get answered. Unfortunately, that seems to be something that a lot of politicians lack, and that is answering questions, at least to our satisfaction. That is all I have for today. Thank you for your time, and may our path lead to peace and prosperity.